It's so yummy. Oh, you got the best one. I like Valentine. Thank you so much.
There's nothing official about tonight. I always wanted to do Valentine's with my girlfriends, so this was my way of doing it with y'all. And I want you guys to feel loved and celebrated on every day. And this was going to be something for me. This is my favorite spot that I go to with Benny. We actually sit by the window and we get the waffles, fries, and gravy, and it's the best thing in the world. So I just wanted to bring y'all here with me. And if y'all want pictures or anything, you can just let me know. I'm going to just sit with my friends, and I hope you guys have a good night.
Just when you thought Selena Gomez couldn't surprise us anymore, she steps out in a way that not only redefines chic, but encapsulates the radiant force of a woman in love, at the very top of her game. The world has always looked to Selena for her fearless authenticity, but at the recent Rare Beauty event in Los Angeles, days before Valentine's Day and her first as a married woman, she reminded her fans, her peers, and even her critics, she's not just an entertainer or an entrepreneur or someone's muse. Selena is a movement, and as the evening unfolded, it became clear that the two catalysts at the heart of this movement were her brand's message of self-love and her partnership with Benny Blanco. This is a story of how one night and one love rewrote the playbook for what it means to shine. It wasn't just the anticipation for Rare Beauty's new product that had fans and attendees buzzing days ahead of the launch. It was a fizz of curiosity. What would Selena wear? What story would she tell, without saying a word, when she swept onto the carpet? The answer arrived in a matter of seconds. Selena strolled into the venue with the effortless grace only she can carry, clad in a custom ice blue silk slip dress that shimmered under the soft lights, the kind of dress that makes every movement worth watching. Its minimalist silhouette was interrupted only by bold, sculptural gold earrings, a nod to both classic glamour and her love of playfulness. Her hair, parted in a sleek middle line and softly waved, framed a face that glowed, the dewy, natural makeup, courtesy of Rare Beauty, of course, accentuated her signature youthful radiance, while barely their flush on the cheeks hinted at the happiness beneath the surface. Those present noted something intangible, too, a quiet confidence, as if Selena was carrying a secret so joyful it threatened to spill out in laughter at any moment. Perhaps her secret was no secret at all. In the weeks leading up to this appearance, she'd become more candid about her happiness with Benny Blanco, the renowned producer who transitioned from friend to life partner in a love story that seemed both unstoppable and sweetly unexpected. Selena didn't just come to appear. She came to connect. The Rare Beauty event was more than a showcase. It was an invitation to step into Selena's vision of beauty that embraces vulnerability and the things that set us apart. Inside the venue, a modern greenhouse flooded with soft pink lighting and botanical installations. Attendees found themselves surrounded by the world of Rare Beauty. There were stations to sample new blushes and balms, selfie booths decked in pastel blooms, and wall-sized murals tracing Selena's own journey with mental health. Everything in the room seemed to hum with the excitement of starting fresh, of being seen and accepted exactly as you are. It was impossible not to be pulled in. As the founder of the brand, Selena worked the room not as a distant celebrity, but as an involved, passionate host. She knelt beside a fan in a wheelchair to ask about her recovery, posed for endless photos with beaming teenagers, and laughed easily with journalists quizzing her about her makeup hacks. When she took to the stage to introduce Rare Beauty's new campaign, centered around the idea that flaws aren't flaws at all, but badges of human experience, the emotion in her voice was unmistakable. "I always dreamt that Rare Beauty would be more than just makeup," Selena shared, voice steady but thick with feeling. "That it would remind us we're enough exactly as we are." The audience, a mix of influencers, beauty editors, and die-hard fans, erupted in applause. For many, it was a moment symbolic not just of her evolution, but of theirs. Selena, once known as Disney's polished princess, was now a leader in a much bigger and braver movement. Yet even as she stood in the spotlight, Selena's followers couldn't help but notice that something different animated her, a warmth unbound by the careful distance she'd once maintained in public life. That difference, they guessed, belonged to Benny Blanco. Their romance began as a slow-burn secret. Benny, a true musical chameleon behind some of the most indelible hits of the past 2 decades, had always been part of Selena's orbit, collaborating both in and out of the studio. But it was only in the latter part of the previous year that the nature of their relationship shifted. Friends first, then confidants, Selena and Benny found common ground in their love for creativity and aversion to celebrity spectacle. When news broke of their marriage, fans were overjoyed, but perhaps not surprised. The evidence had been there, in every candid shot and every subtle Instagram comment, that this was a partnership defined by mutual admiration and deep respect. If rare beauty is Selena's outlet for self-love, Benny appears to be her sanctuary, a reminder that it's possible to be both vulnerable and cherished. Those close to the couple say his influence is visible in her new, easy confidence. Where once she guarded her private life with the intensity of someone wounded by fame, now she shared happy moments in small doses, her voice softer, her laughter more open. And as Valentine's Day approached, it was clear to everyone at the event, Selena's celebration wasn't just about a romantic milestone. It was about honoring a season of her life where she felt fully known and fully loved. Many celebrities attend launches and galas flanked by significant others, but these events often seem staged, with affection choreographed for cameras. Selena, ever intentional, did things differently. She arrived solo, yet she was quick to reference Benny. In an off-mic conversation with a group of beauty creators, she let slip that Valentine's Day plans were already in the works. Plans that would forego red carpets and flashbulbs in favor of something quieter and more meaningful. Benny just gets me. One attendee recalls her saying, "We're doing our own thing, keeping it low-key. The best thing about my life right now is how normal it feels." She didn't gush or overshare. Her smile spoke for her. Friends in her circle elaborated that this would be Selena and Benny's first Valentines as spouses, something both cherished. While specifics remained private, it was suggested that the couple planned to spend the day at home, making dinner and listening to vinyl records, a reminder that, for some, the real glamour is found in genuine intimacy. The event itself was Selena's love letter to those longing to feel accepted. Rare Beauty, now a global player in the makeup industry, stands apart by centering compassion and honesty. Its slogans, "You are rare," "Beauty isn't perfection," are more than marketing. They are extensions of Selena's personal journey, marked by public highs and harrowing lows. She's been frank about her struggles, bipolar disorder, health battles, heartbreak, and the pressures of scrutiny. Rather than hiding these realities, Selena has illuminated them, transforming them into sources of community for her fans. The event's panel discussion on mental wellness, starring young activists and therapists alongside beauty vloggers, underscored her brand's mission to be a vessel for empowerment. "We're taught to hide what makes us different," Selena said during the Q&A. "But that's where our beauty is hiding. My hope is that everyone leaves here a little kinder to themselves and others." This transformation isn't a one-time event. It's a daily practice of choosing vulnerability over perfection, relationship over performance, authenticity over artifice.